Today we visit a Northwest Warbirds event. The venue is the ex-RAF airfield at Rednal. First away after the pilot's briefing, a formation of thunderbolts. The weather's looking good, high cloud and no wind. There is a very big turnout of models, but no turbines or helicopters. The largest model flying here today is the Heinkel 111. Very impressive model. The supporting Messerschmitt 109s get into the air just ahead of the Heinkels. Great sound, isn't it? It is the beat of the synchronised engines that give that pleasing sound. But big, multi-engine models are quite rare on the modelling scene. As the blue-nosed late model Spitfire puts its wheels away, the first of the P-47s, the Thunderbolt, return from their sortie. Was 2011 the year of the Thunderbolt? As a bystander, judging on numbers present, Republic's big, heavy fighter would have to carry that mantle. It will be interesting to see which model turns out in the largest numbers for 2012. Be nice to see a large Miles Master. The Master was the RAF's main transitional aircraft for pilots here before they graduated to the Mustang and the Spitfire. I like this. That's very atmospheric. The layout of the airfield here at Rednal is a little bit unusual. It is set out in a triangular pattern with 3 runways. The theory behind it being that it would be much more difficult to bomb and put out of action than the conventional cross-type airfield. By 1942 though, that danger had mostly passed. What is it about the Spitfire which makes people stop and look whenever one appears? Is it the deep, powerful sound of the Merlin engine that stirs some deep, primeval instinct within us of a dangerous creature? Or is it just a memory riveted into the minds of a generation? We may not be able to enjoy the sound in these quarter-scale models, but we can enjoy looking at the visuals and see and know what they did look like, because as time goes on, the full-sized ones will get fewer and fewer, leaving only models to remind us of these classic old thoroughbreds. The Hurricane on its way up to join the Spitfires, the Thunderbolts, the Messerschmitts and the Focke-Wulfs. Plus, as we will see a little later, a Skua. Replica model aircraft from all the belligerent nations of the Second and First World War can be found at these meetings. The models we're looking at now is the contribution from the Soviet Union to the Second World War. The model pilots today are making the most of the weather, probably the best day of the year for model flying. They will be at it all day, it's just not a 5-minute job with them. It'll be about 5 o'clock tonight before they either run out of fuel or they give up. Next stop, the NAFI, for cakes, coffee and curry. Northwest Warbirds are possibly the oldest warbird only model flying group in the UK, having now been established on the event circuit for a number of years. In this time, they have gone from strength to strength. Their first event was flown from the grass runways at Carden, on the Cheshire side of the Shropshire and Welsh border. Now, the group use for the 3 home events the metal runways at Shawbury, Sleip and Rednal. All 3 of these are situated in Shropshire. Northwest Warbirds have a display team, and they represent the group at many nationwide flying displays, both public and private. As the Spitfire lands, waiting on the line is the treat he was promised, the skewer. 24 years old. Listen to that sound. A 4-stroke V-twin. Now, the Eincle's landing, superbly flown and brought safely back to Earth. As the last of the Thunderbolt formation comes into land, the black Night Fighter Hurricane taxis out. It starts its long, steady takeoff run into the southern sky and climbs purposefully away into the fading evening light. And that brings us to the end of a memorable and enjoyable day. Goodbye.